I wanted to give you an example of how leadership can play in a family relationship. There's an older woman who's part of a very wealthy family, and she is dying. Her 3 sons are very interested in each getting a portion or majority of her wealth. So they decide to each go out and buy an extravagant gift for her to win her favor. The first son buys a very nice car, a real expensive Rolls Royce, very happy with the car, and is ready to present it to her. The second son buys an estate. He thinks it would be a great place for her to spend her last few years. The third son, realizing what the first 2 have done, thinks to himself and says, I think I will take a leadership role here, and I'm going to do something very, very different. I'm going to go online and find a gift that is so unique that it will surely win her favor. So he goes online, and he looks and looks, and sure enough, he finds something very unique. He finds a parrot, a talking parrot, but not any parrot. This parrot knows the Bible, every verse of the Bible, forwards and backwards. He says this has got to himself, this has got to be the best gift that anyone could receive, because my mother is, after all, a God-fearing woman. At the time when they have the gathering where everyone gets together, the first son presents his gift to his mother. His mother says, that is a fabulous car. It's the greatest car I've ever seen. However, I've got a chauffeur, and I appreciate it. You've got a large family. Why don't you keep it for yourself? The second son presents his estate to her, photographs of it. She says to him, that is a fabulous estate. I can't even imagine how wonderful it would be to live there. However, I am comfortable where I am, and you've got a large family as well. Why don't you live in this estate? To the third son says, to the third son she says, that was, he introduces the parrot. He introduces it to her and says, this is the greatest parrot. You're not going to believe this. It's one of a kind. It does everything you want it to as far as talking about the Bible. You can ask it any verse, and it will recite the verse back to you. And she says, I know. In fact, that was the best chicken I've ever had.